You definitely don't want to miss out on these 5 things in GTA Online before the next reset. This week we had some massive bonuses, some really nice discounts to pair with them, and a few hidden rewards that most players are completely overlooking. Whether you're trying to stack millions or just pick up some free gear, these are the absolute best things selected directly from this week's update that you need to do right now. If you guys enjoy these type of videos and don't want to miss out on future updates because of them, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out. Without any further ado, let's dive into the video. Alright, getting straight into the bonus money this week, and we have some absolute gold mines to cover. First up, we have a triple money and RP on old school hit. Now, this is only for those of you on next gen and PC enhanced, but if you're looking to rank up really fast, whilst also making some really nice amounts of cash, this is exactly where you need to be. Moving on, for everyone across all platforms, we also have a double money and RP on the terabyte client jobs. These are some of the easiest solo methods that you can do in the game, so if you guys have a terabyte, make sure that you are pulling this thing out and completing some. I think my personal favorite client job just has to be diamond shopping. We also had double rewards on the Deadline and Deadline Duet adversary modes. If you're a fan of those Tron style of races, where you have to pretty much cut people off to win, now is the time to jump into this and make some really good money. There was also that double money on the Community Race series, which is only on the legacy consoles and PC. But guys, the real star of the show this week is the nightclub. We are seeing double money and RP across pretty much almost everything. This will include Johan's nightclub goods missions, business battles, and even the nightclub management missions, alongside the nightclub stock also having a double production speed boost. So you will definitely want to take advantage of the nightclub this week and not miss out. The nightclub itself will take roughly around 66 hours to completely fill without that production speed boost, so doing that in half the time is honestly so nice. And for the passive grinders, the nightclub daily income or the nightclub safe is also boosted with double money, which means that with full popularity you will be making $100,000 every 48 minutes. If you have not been taking advantage of this yet, I would highly recommend hopping on this now. So that is a massive list of bonuses this week. You might want to take advantage of a few of them. You might even be able to make millions of dollars from them, for example using the nightclub passive safe alongside the nightclub itself with its stock. Moving over to the discounts, if you are yet to start using a nightclub, there is actually a huge 40% off the nightclub properties, which also includes this upgrade and modifications. This is easily the best deal of the week. With the bonuses I mentioned earlier on the nightclub, this business will literally pay for itself in just a few days' time. Do not sleep on this one, get it fully upgraded whilst you can. Now for the vehicles, we've got a solid 30% off all of these ones. I think the standout car here just has to be the Grotti Italy GTO. This is one of the best performing cars for racing in the game, and at a 30% off, it's a steal. We also have the Fister 811 if you're looking for pure top speed, plus the Drift Tampa, Karen Bohr, and the Grotti Stinger GT are also all on sale. If you're into some classic vibes in terms of vehicles, the Sentinel Classic and the Willard Eudora are also discounted, and for the grinders, the Western Company Cargo Bob is 30% off. If you do a lot of vehicle cargo, or just want to pick up tanks for fun, grab it now whilst it's cheap. Finally, hitting the gun van this week, we have a 30% off the heavy rifle, which is a great all-rounder, and if you have GTA Plus, you can also get a 30% off the compact TMP launcher, which can be quite useful for stopping vehicles in their tracks. So make sure that you swing by the gun van before the reset date. These deals are huge, but let's check out what you can get for free this week. Moving over to the freebies, you definitely want to head down to the Diamond Casino and give that lucky wheel a spin. This week you have a chance to win the Overflow de Morgan. This is a surprisingly nice car, and just spinning the lucky wheel to get this for completely free is always suggested. I also love how this one looks with the livery, so yeah, getting this for free is a huge win for your garage. Then over at the LS Car Meet, the prize ride this week is the Anis Minimus. To take this one home for free, you are going to need to win the LS Car Meet series 4 days in a row. It is just a little bit of a grind to get that, but for a car that looks actually kind of good and handles pretty well on the road, I think it is probably well worth the effort. Now let's talk about the weekly challenge, because there is an exclusive reward on the line if you complete this. If you complete 3 nightclub management missions, you are going to get yourself that $100,000 and also the Sherenkov tea. Since the management missions are already paying out double money and also popularity, there is absolutely no reason to skip this. It is basically free money and you also get that rare unlock. Along with that nightclub discount, I think it all really just adds up well together. After that, we have the FIB priority file you might want to complete. For this week, it was the Project Breakaway file. Complete these bonus challenges as well for that extra $50,000. Then moving over to the salvage yard, we have the podium robbery for the Fister Growler, the cargo ship robbery for the Dinka Jester Classic, and the gangbanger robbery for the Albany Cavalcade XL. If you do manage to complete all 3 of the salvage yard robberies this week, you are looking at roughly around $1 million. And of course, don't forget your weekly time trials for that quick injection of cash. We have the standard time trial at Elysian Island, and if you have access to the HSW time trial, you can complete this one, which will be located over here on the map called North Chumash to Palomino Highlands. These are some of the fastest ways to make a couple $100,000, so get them done as soon as you can before May 14th. Before you head out, you need to stop by Simeon's dealership this week because we have some rare picks inside. This time around, he has the Exemplar, the Warrener, the Weenie Dynasty, the Western Damon Custom, and the Shataro. The Shataro is definitely my choice, and it sort of pairs nicely with the bonus money with the Deadline Adversary modes having that bonus. Then over at the Luxury Autos dealership, we've got the Dinka Kavos V6 and the Fister Extreme on display. Both of these cars look great, however, you will not be able to test drive them unfortunately, which is always a letdown in my opinion. If I was going to choose one of them, I would definitely go for the Fister Extreme. And then at the LS Car Meet test track, you can jump in to the Dinka Verus, the Cognoscenti Cabrio, and the Western Zombie Bobber. Again, these are great niche little vehicles that aren't always easy to find on the websites, especially since Rockstar does remove some of them, so take them for a spin whilst they're available. And finally, for my next gen players, the HSW Premium test ride this week is the Panard Lacrosse. If anything, this vehicle is super underrated. If you haven't driven it yet and you can have the HSW upgrades, go to the LS Car Meet and test it out for yourself. The acceleration on this electric hatch is insane. I'm sure that you will absolutely love it. So that is everything you cannot afford to miss in GTA Online this week. From the massive nightclub bonuses to those rare removed vehicles at Simeon's Auto Shop, there is a lot of money to be made and spent before the next reset on Thursday. With double money on nightclub daily income, your nightclub save is going to be filling up significantly faster. If you keep your popularity high, this is the easiest passive money in the game right now. Since nightclub management missions are also double money, you are getting paid double just to keep that passive save income at its peak. Plus, just doing 3 of these completes your weekly challenge for an extra $100,000 and the exclusive Shirkanov tea. If you don't own one of the nightclubs, the 40% off the nightclub properties including upgrades is the best discount this week. Buying it now whilst the rewards are doubled means the business will likely pay off itself before the next refresh date. On the vehicle side of things, the 30% off the Grossi Italy GTO is the standout. It's widely considered one of the best cars in the sports class for racing, and that 30% off is extremely nice. If you guys went on to enjoy this video or found it useful in any way, shape or form, make sure to leave a like. I always do appreciate it. And if you are new to the channel and like what you see, subscribe and hit that bell icon to never miss a video. Finally guys, stay safe, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.